Bum, bum, bum.
All right, Nathan, what are we doing today?
All right, remember how we said we're going to give the Carby to a Carby guy, they know what they're doing, they do it right. Well, we bought this. So we're going to do it completely wrong. Well, sounds like there's a lot of small things in there.
It does sound like there's a lot of small things in there.
So we looked at the book, sorry, didn't look at the book. I seen Michael flip the page over and I had a 5-second glance at the book of rebuilding the Carby and automatically assumed that we could do it. So we got a rebuild kit here. It's currently soaking in the parts washer.
Yep, in the bath over there.
We're gonna let that soak, but this is a rebuild kit for that Carby. The book is very descriptive on rebuilding the Carby. They're a pretty simple Carby. I don't know. We'll see how we go.
Hey, we can only make it worse.
Exactly right. I mean, it's completely jammed up. So I think it'll be fine. I don't think there's not that much involved, you know. There's just a lot of science in it, you know. And once again, there's specialized people that do this stuff, and we're gonna attempt it.
That worked really well
like,
for us in the last episode, which you guys haven't seen yet, but I'll give you a hint on how it went.
And I had to deal with Carl again. Hey, Carl.
Me again.
We're going to rebuild the Carby and just continue on. We're at the stage where we're building a car. So, yeah, the rocker cover's all painted and it's nice and shiny.
The reason why I didn't paint it, Nathan?
Because we wanted to do a good job on it. Because obviously the engine, we kind of slapped it together. Sorry, I mean, we rebuilt it.
Yeah.
But like, look at how much better that looks.
Yeah, that looks grouse.
So it's going to get the Rare Spares decal kit on it, so it'll get the Holden stuff on it, and then the air cleaner as well. But that looks a million times better.
So our Carby is soaking in our new bath. You guys haven't seen this yet, but we bought a parts washer, and that's going to live under here. I was supposed to put it on wheels, so we can move it around nice and easy. I haven't done that yet, so we're currently just dragging it around. But today's the first day that we're using it, so I'm looking forward to trying to use it. And what a perfect job to use it on. But one thing I'm going to do is I want to pull this split pin out, is modify our brand new tool. So we can... There we go.
Full range of motion.
Full range of motion. This is our... Oh, look at the gunk coming out of it, Nathan. Look at that. The black. It was like a squid. It inked. It inked. You ink. You made me ink. So, this is our Carby. The Carby in question. And that cleaner is actually doing a pretty good job already, look. So we'll give it a quick clean up. Let it soak for a little while longer. Do some other stuff in the meantime. And then we're going to come back to this and attempt to figure out how to be Carby rebuilders. So the parts wash that we're using in this is parts washer concentrate, but it's got no petroleum or anything in it. Obviously that stuff works better, but being that we weld here a lot when we're making our sick exhausts, we don't want to blow up. So we're using non-flammable stuff, and it seems to work pretty well. We've used this in the past. We use this, remember that old parts wash we had, Nathan?
Yeah.
We use the same stuff, and it actually works quite well. Oh, this is a Nathan job for sure. This is not a Michael job.
Damn, look at that.
That's pretty good, eh? For 2 seconds work. Alright. I'm gonna let that sit for a little while longer, but you can see just how good that's come up just in that quick little thing. And I know Nathan will get to it later and give it a really good once over. It's elbow grease, that's what it needs. Does that make
Damn, that's sick.
Does that make you happy, Nathan?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, let's soak for a little bit longer. In the meantime, how about we look at
anything else?
Anything else that else we can do today? Today is a little bit of a mixer episode because we got stuck with the HQ because that was supposed to be done last week, and obviously it isn't. And we weren't really prepared to do too much on the HG because we're still missing parts. So it's kind of like the old XY days where we try to just figure out what we can put back on, and whatever we can we're going to put on, whatever we can't we're not. Want to put the rock cover on for good?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Just going to assume.
I was going to say, make sure it's orange.
The orange nozzle.
How many times you picked up those cans, gone through it? Oh, now I guess I'm doing it orange or silver. Wow, I like the way you're doing this whilst holding it in your hand at the same time.
Lovely. Car set. Cool.
Trusty cork gaskets that never leak.
I'm actually talking this one down. I'm such a baby.
So we found the torque setting for the rocker cover. It was really hard to find because I guess Holden even knew that no one's going to bother to do it. 7 foot-pound.
Foot-pound?
Foot-pound. All right, let's hear the click.
That's so funny.
Oh, so new and fancy, don't scratch it. Very nice. Alright, so people, watch this. This will be the first time you're ever going to hear a click on a rocker cover.
Does it even click?
Hey!
Wow, that was so soft.
Watching you do that makes you realise how much I've over-talked all my Corse gaskets. And you know what? This will probably be the only Corp gasket that doesn't leak.
Yeah.
Because it's probably been...
Yeah, because it's done right.
It's done right.
Yeah. I reckon this engine has that much torque.
Yeah. That's it.
Beautiful.
That is the world's first Holden rocker cover to be torque spec. Only because we have the tool.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, I know. We never had one that goes this small.
Literally goes down to 1, that's the lowest, yeah?
Yeah, baby it is.
It's so tiny.
I like it. When
They're
a
good for
mama
bikes.
and a papa comes together, the baby is born. There's a dad. Well done, son. You did good. Go back for a nap.
Bye-bye. Done a pretty good job, considering how it started. I mean, that's a rattle can rebuild right there. That's done. It just went up $50 on Marketplace. I'm looking forward to this. I wouldn't say I'm not nervous, but I feel like it's just about the easiest carby you could start with. So, we'll see what happens, eh? Now I need to make you look like that. Shall we start? What's it say? With the carburetor removed from the engine, withdraw the split pin from the fast idle link. Which one's a fast idle link? Fast idle rod. So it's this thing. So it's that. This is just going to be like operation, or paint by numbers, isn't it? Alright, that's step 1 done. Step 1 out of 15. To reassemble, there's 17. Yep. So do not rest on the power spring, so I'm going to turn it upside down.
Is the float stuck? The float is floating.
The float is floating.
Oh, you can see how...
Right, I finally disassembled my first piece. Alright, I pulled off my second piece now. Alright, Nate, where are we at?
Alright, so while Michael is piss farting around with the carby, still is.
Hey, there's a
Still
process
is.
in that.
I've been mucking around trying to gather every push rod that I can find. Anything that looks like it pushes and pulls on
I was
something.
going to say push or pulls, could do both.
Push or pull. What is it? Pull day? Push day?
Chest day?
It's triceps tonight. So I've managed to find the Accelerator rod that goes across the firewall, and I've managed to find this bracket as well. So that goes on like that, and then we'll bolt across like that.
Yep.
I don't really like how it's silver, so I'm going to paint it black.
Yep.
And I've also found 2 pedals. So we've got one that has been bastardized. Someone has clearly welded on a rod and welded on something else. We're not sure why. And then there's this one that is the original one, because it looks like it's still factory, but don't know why there's a second one. And then I've got these 2 rods as well, which this little guy should probably go on the end there, and then this guy I think goes to the carby. So
yeah.
I'm going to try and make this work while Michael makes the carby work, so then all this works in one unison. So I'm going to strip this apart. I'm just going to take the split pin out and clean up the gunk. I am going to paint this black. Factory it's silver, but it's going to look better black, hides against the firewall. And also I've also been buggerizing around with the front end. So I've got the rad support on, and this it is just held in with a couple of bolts. I figured, you know what, I'd rather put new bolts in it. So I went to our bolt collection, and we seem to be out of Imperial bolts.
You know where they went, yeah?
Yeah, all in this.
No, they all went in Rodney's car.
Oh, they did too.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's blasphemy to put metric bolts in this, so I'm going to leave it as it is. It's held together with some Phillips head screws, and I'm just going to wait and go to the bolt shop and get a bunch of Imperial bolts to put this all back together the way it should be.
Yeah. I have a feeling this has been made for a cable
I think
setup.
it's been made for a cable setup too.
Yeah, by the look of that, that's what a cable setup was. Old school, just weld straight onto the thread.
Yeah, I know.
I like it.
So yeah, getting there.
Yeah, well I'm getting nowhere with the carby at the minute, so I need to get back to that. Are you the main jet? I think you're the main jet. Is the main jet supposed to look like that? I don't know. I'm not a carby specialist, but yet here I am. You're not swapping it over?
Yeah, I got the pedal swapped over. I don't think it's... don't know if that's right, but I need to put it in first.
So have you actually figured out how all this goes back together yet, or what? Or are you just painting stuff and hoping that you can figure it out later?
No, I've figured it out. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Beautiful. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. That's very good. Oh, very nice.
Coming up pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go too crazy with it.
Nah.
Just enough to hopefully get it to work. Although the fact that I'm cleaning it's not the issue about whether it works again or not, it's about me putting it back together.
Yeah, that's it.
So while Nathan is telling us how excited he is about his bracket over there, I'm trying to clean up all the jets. Now I can't get the main jet out because you need a special tool. So I just sort of...
the one that's jamming up.
Yeah, which is probably... It looks like it's the actual one that's jamming up. So all I'm trying to do is just blow some air into the jet from here. And with any luck, it clears itself. I need to scrape these gaskets clean, and then I'm ready for reassembly.
I kind of like the
Archaeological?
I kind of like the dig and the quest for what works. So anyway, I've rebuilt this thingy, painted it, I've greased up the spring, put a new splitty in it. It looks schmicky D's.
It does look good now.
Now, my issue is, what the frick comes through there? So I was looking around, scrounging around, and I found the magic box.
What's the magic box?
These two bolt holes and that square hole just seems to magically line up with that, doesn't it?
Ah.
Boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. So I'm guessing this must go behind there. Somehow. I gotta play around with it, but I've found this, and I reckon this is what connects up our accelerator linkage to something else.
What a strange setup.
It is, isn't it? But, you know, I was thinking about it. They would probably make a concealed box on this weird movement so then it doesn't, like, jam up and stuff.
I suppose, yeah.
So, I reckon this somehow goes there.
And probably hits the booster now.
100%. Oh, no, I think it goes in the inside. So, I've got to poke this through and see what happens.
Oh, yeah, it probably does go on the inside, because then it's just, that's why it's concealed, so it's not letting...
Yeah, exactly right.
The engine air into the cabin air.
Yeah. So I reckon this is bang on what I'm looking for. And then I've just got to... Well, I need the carby back on so I can figure that out. But I know that there is a big return spring that goes somewhere. But anyways, we're getting there. I like the dig. I kind of enjoy the find it. Cool. All right, that works. Now pull it apart and make it look brand new again. Okay.
Does it not go in there? Oh, you were so excited too.
I think I might go from the other way, maybe, outside. I reckon that's exactly it.
You sure the booster hit?
Actually, no, I reckon that will clear. I might need to pull the booster off, though. This little
and that's what this one goes to.
That goes like that. Boom, 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 boom. All right.
All right, I'm about to go for reassembly.
Good luck to you, man.
Alright, so now I'm moving from dirty bench onto clean stainless bench. That's the beauty of Mega Bench. We have all these bench spaces to work from. Look, HG chunk area bench space over there. Alright, so we're going to start putting this back together now. I'm just going to work my way through the instructions slowly, because it's one of those things that I just want to make sure I do it right. And I don't know if I'm going to do it right. having a crack. So couldn't get my main jet out, so I don't have to worry about putting that back in, but I did get my, what's this one? This is the pump valve jet, I think. So we're going to stick this one back in, do that one up. Yep, okay, that's it. And we've got some new washers to go on everything as well too. I think this is where they go. It's sort of hard to tell because it didn't have washers when I pulled it off. So obviously this has been built once before. It just looked like it had some sort of seal on it. I'm not going to put the seal on because it doesn't say to put seal on it. I'm just doing what the instructions tell me to do. Using 2 new gaskets, fit the carburetor main body to throttle body with a spacer interposed between the 2 gaskets. Install the 2 securing screws, tighten firmly. So I want this one. And I want these 2. And I got 2 gaskets to go with it as well too. These ones here. I don't know what these are all about, unless they're different kinds. Because that comes with 2.
Maybe.
Yeah. So that's going to go one there. There's a lot of words in this that don't make sense to me as well too in the instructions. Like an emulsion tube. I'm guessing emulsion is mixing tube.
Probably.
They're just trying to make it sound... You know when they try when... There's industries that make things sound fancier than what they need to be, like just call it a mixing tube.
Yeah.
You know, but we'll call it an emulsion tube because that'll keep the riffraff out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. That's good. What do we got next? Ensure that the holes of the gaskets... I hate it when it does that. Ah! You know when it says, like, I should have kept reading the instructions where it says, do not omit to install the wire restrictor in the vertical idle passage in the lower face of the carburetor before connecting the main body. Like, tell me that in the step that I'm reading, not the step after, because I've just put it all together where it says fit it all together, and then it says, oh, by the way, put this in. So make sure you put this in before you put your carby back together. It literally just sits in there like that.
Oh, okay.
Now let's repeat the whole process again. Get a new spring. Okay, let's put a new spring in. What am I missing here? There we go. Look at that, I did a Carby rebuilder. New needle and C. Wait. Alright, I'm up to the accelerator pump now. Now the accelerator pump has what appears to be a leather guide around it, and I reckon this is our replacement, which is a rubber one. This is where it could all turn bad because I'm about to cut this off, and this is where someone goes, no! But I'm gonna do it anyway. So I've tried to cut it off here as best I could, and I'm assuming this slides over. I haven't done it yet, that's why I'm letting you guys come along for the ride with me to see what actually works, and if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. It was a pain though, because I had to like get in there and like try and cut this copper thing around it. It's been tricky, but I'm guessing they don't use leather anymore because it's old school technology. So I'm just trying to get a groove to happen in here. Then we put the rubber boot on, I reckon, and hope this works, and hopefully this is the right piece for the right application. Look, that fits too perfect for that not to be it, right? Yeah. Has to be it, surely. Pretty sure that went in there, it does, yeah. And I need some oil for that. That's a lot. There we go. Well, it's not flicking back on itself, so I guess it must be like okay. Anyway, as I was, so now I get this thing. That's gonna go that away. Then I get this thing. And I get this thing. And then there's an R-clip. Alright, and that's our accelerator pump done. As easy as that. Let me keep going, and then I shouldn't be too far away from being able to put this in. The missing link. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I got it.
Brum, 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 brum.
Who thought an accelerator pedal could be so complicated?
I know, right?
There's like 10 million working parts to this thing.
Never heard of a cable, obviously.
And then this has to be the part that goes to the, you'll make it happen, huh? That has to be. It's got to be something. We shall keep going.
On your archaeological dig.
On my dig.
There we go. That's a start.
Is it finally done?
It is finally done. This is now a backyard rebuilt Carby. Is it going to work? I have no idea. It's back together. So let's hope. It all feels like it's doing what it should do. The adjusting and all that comes later on once the car's ready to run. So it's going to be a bit of a pain to get started because we've got to get started. Then we're going to check fuel levels, adjust idle mixtures, all that kind of stuff. We'll worry about that when we get to it. The point is, it is a complete unit at the moment. So let's get our gasqueta, put that on, and then see if we can get this thing linked up to the linkages. Nate says we're missing one linkage, so we'll have to wait and see, but that goes on there.
Tight.
Very tight. Tight like a tiger. And now we can set this on. Ooh. Oh, yes. So it's sideways. The throttle is sideways. That's why that funny looking bracket over there.
So that makes sense then.
So I'm going to say it's that. Right? No, I don't know. Because that's got to go that way.
Jesus, that's some weird mechanics.
How do you get something that goes up and down to then turn to this?
I think it needs a magic box like it does here.
Yeah, I reckon. Oh, hang on. Wait. Tell me your secrets. Yeah, something is missing.
Yeah.
The point is we have a rebuilt Carby. And I say rebuilt in the very loose term of rebuilt. Because I rebuilt it, and I've never rebuilt a Carby before. And just like diffs, we know there's Carby specialists out there. And there's a reason why there's Carby specialists out there. Isn't that right, Nathan?
Yeah, that's right.
Brum 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 brum.
Looks
brum,
good.
Brum, brum, brum. And that's choke. So the choke lever's got to get hooked up as well too. Choke cable.
There's still heaps.
Yeah, there's still so much to do. Shiny. We're running out of time here for two reasons. One of those reasons being Nathan needs to go to work very shortly, and two, just like I Am Legend, the sun is getting very close to where we're working today, and it's getting very hot.
It's getting hot, isn't it? Lovely.
Done.
Done.
Factory.
There was two, but the other one, yeah.
Is that what I heard go ding when you hit?
And then I was just like, okay, let's go.
I thought so.
Zip tie it is. Beautiful. That's it.
Alright, so I've had a breakthrough with the linkages. I've figured out how this works, I think. So, this needs to come off for one. That's a good way to slice your finger. This goes in there. Like that, and goes to there, right? That clips onto there. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
What goes onto that though?
So there's a linkage obviously somewhere we're missing. So see these bolts here? I reckon they
That's another bracket.
go into here, yeah. And then something goes down like that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because the spring, that spring,
Yeah, that goes back up to there. Yeah.
Which makes sense. So there's just something here that we're missing. That could also be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure that's the right way around. But what I'm saying is there's some form of a bracket which will go to here, and then a linkage which will go from there to there. So if anyone's got any photos, let us know, because I can't find any photos online.
Just some good engine bay photos that we can go off for everything, really.
Yeah, because there's not many photos of 161s in HGs that are floating around these days, because nobody does 161s anymore. Cool. Well, I think that's as far as we're going to get today, don't you reckon?
I think so.
We're going to call it for today. Like we said, we haven't really gotten too far today. Rebuilding the Carby, that was something that we knew was going to take a fair amount of time. And look, I don't know whether it's right or wrong. We're going to find out when we try to get this thing fired. If it doesn't work, then we have to get someone in to help us out getting it started. All the linkages though, that's awesome. Just missing that one missing link, literally. But it's good to see that that's sort of together and it's looking awesome. But if you like this episode, and I hope you have, consider liking and subscribing. It goes a really long way to supporting the channel. And if you want to support the channel even further, head on over to the website where you can buy a bunch of merch, t-shirts, stickers, fender covers, thread testers as well too. And if you want to become a member, you can head on over to the website and sign up. Get your stuff like access to our King Chrome giveaway that we have coming up at the end of this month and every other month as well too. And you also get stuff like merch store discounts and the chance to come along to our members meet, which we just held one just yesterday, wasn't it, Nathan? We had a ball. It was great to see everyone come out, get to catch up with everyone again at the Hacktory. Aside from that, we have something else that we need to tell you as well too, don't we?
Yes.
March 16th, we're going to be visiting the Elmore tractor pool. We're going to be going along, and they're going to be even stupid enough to hand us the keys to one of those tractors and have a crack ourselves. It's a mini tractor, but still, it's like 500 to 600 horsepower in a little tiny tractor. So we're going to have a crack. So come on down, check it out. I've always wanted to go to a tractor pool, and now's the perfect opportunity for me to do so. Hopefully you do too. And to give you an idea of what we're looking at, this is what it looks like. Anyway, I reckon it's going to be an awesome night, so please come on down, say hello, and yeah, get involved. Oh, word of the day. I know what the word of the day is for this episode.
Go on.
It's broom. That's all we've done all day long. Just going broom, 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 broom. That's broom. Anyone who comments up below, we'll pick 2 people at random and send you a Hackshop Garage sticker pack. It's hot. I've had enough for the day. It's time to go to work. See you in the next episode.
It's like I'm setting up a plate for a 5-star restaurant, and then you got to get your sauce, and you just do a smear of sauce.
A smear?
Which is definitely not enough to eat with your food, you know. Main, and just a light sprinkle. Where did it go?
Just ignore that. You guys haven't seen that yet, I'm guessing. But just ignore what's going on in the background there, because it didn't work. That's an LSD. Loosen and remove the anti-percolation valve. Lock nut, unscrew and remove the valve, withdraw the valve stem and the spring from below the top cover. What?
You just got to take the percolation valve out. Just take the percolation out.
Yeah.
So get the perk and get the lation out.
I don't know, unscrew the main metering jet from the main body and withdraw the discharge jet from the emulsion tube. Is this even English? This will never work again.
Never, ever.
This is never going back together. Whee! Is it gloss or is it satin?
It's Canyon satin, actually.
What's Canyon satin?
Have you ever seen the Canyon?
Yeah.
That colour.
So one thing when you're working in the shed with Nathan, when he's painting stuff, he doesn't have an allocated area where he leaves all his stuff drying. There'll just be random things hanging here, so you just got to watch everywhere you walk, because you will hit your head on it.
Yeah, just watch your head. Michael knows that the garage door is my go-to hang spot, though.
You got to walk around like,
Yeah. But my latest go-to hang spot
he's off the rack.
has been this. Oh.
I'm blowing bubbles.
Oh,
Bum 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 bum.
It's LS, yeah?
Brum 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 brum. Anyone else got a shed dog that no longer wants to be a shed dog anymore? Loki, are you gonna come in and join us? He doesn't care.
I think this is the piece of resistance that I've been
Resistance, not resistance.
Resistance.
Resistance means that it's
Oh, resistance.
stopping
Like
you from doing
the
it.
resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.